Well, hi. It's about 10 o'clock on the evening of November 13th, and the floor is ready for the pour. I'm recording this, and I'm going to send it to the concrete guy, a link, to say, come one, come all, hear ye, please pour some concrete for me. I want to show you what I did, why I did what I did, because you're never going to see it again. Just to say it, what we got is the concrete's been compacted, it's leveled, the floor is true within a 1/4 inch all the way around. When you're dealing with rocks, I mean, I'm happy. Machine compacted, so she's nice and flush. On top of that is 6 mil, very thick black plastic. It's a vapor barrier just to kind of keep cool moisture from migrating up, slow things down a bit. But as if that wasn't enough, there's 1 inch of insulating foam as a thermal barrier between the slab and the ground. And if that wasn't enough, on top of that, we have wire mesh, which gives strength to the concrete so that if it starts to warp or whatnot, it resists cracking. So here we go. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just like totally awesome? Okay, the best place to see what's going on here as I'm walking on this is you can see the gravel down by the trench drains. I pulled that back intentionally because I want concrete to go down in there and to fill in all the way above and below the trench drain. Then the black plastic, we split the thing down the middle, so we peeled it back and just taped it on top of the foam, which is the same foam we have around the perimeter. Those seams were taped together, mostly to hold things in place. But again, it certainly does keep moisture from perking up. It's damp ground here, and keeping the slab free of that dampness will help. And then this wire mesh goes in the pour and helps to hold the concrete together. Kind of miraculous. It doesn't take a lot to do a lot, so it does a fine job. We just punched it up. The fittings punch up right through it. It's not a watertight seal. It's just a really good seal. Threw some foam down in here, just around my big thing here is, if you look at the sump, you'll see it's got those ribs, and I want concrete in those ribs. I've already poured concrete in there some, because that keeps that from, if we do get ground moisture coming up, and that doesn't have water in it, it will try to float. Well, the weight of the concrete doesn't let it float. So that's a good thing. So, looking all the way around, ready to pour, ready to cover it, hide it all until they have a big old gray slab in here. Now, I got some housekeeping to do, and yeah, I'll do it before he gets here, but I'm just so excited I had to show you this. So, here you have it. Plastic, well, gravel, you'll never see that again, huh? Plastic, foam, wire. And I'm hoping that the next time I show you a video, you'll see all gray with concrete going down to the trench drain. And then someday, not too long after that, I'll pull the tape off the trench drain so that you just see the trench drain. Maybe you just see one video. I don't know. Anyway, I am pretty excited about this. This has started in June, if you'll recall. And it's one of those projects where you just fit it in where you can. And it's so close right now, I can taste it. So, Happy Dog Farm is getting closer to having someplace safe, sanitary, and secure to press juice. That's like my number one thing. I want to be able to sell juice. Actually, I want my trees to have apples. But I want to be able to sell juice to people who want to make real true cider. But I also want to have some place for, at least for my personal start, to keep my fermenters. I want to have a nice cool ferment. This is going to be very well insulated, so hopefully even without a lot of heat, it will never get below freezing. And then maybe someday it'll become a fruit storage area. Lots more build out to come. Yeah, I'll share it with you. Always open to suggestions as we go. The wall behind me is the first wall that's going to go up because that's what separates us from the tack room. And the wall is going to keep the shelves in the tack room from falling into this room. I kind of need it. Courtney. Hi, Courtney. Courtney's opening up Blue Bee Cider in Richmond, Virginia. If you haven't been there, go. She has some really beautiful loading dock doors. Gave me inspiration. You see all that wood behind me? That is aged oak. And I have a planer. And I'm thinking I could make me some beautiful door to go for my sliding door. Even though there'll be a man door within my sliding door, I could make that a really nice looking door. Thank you, Courtney, for that inspiration. And that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. It's not just a functional space, it needs a little style. So, take care. I'm excited. So, we'll talk to you later. Bye. There's the button.